Look, I believe there's one thing. Uh, this thing is messing me up. Yeah, but I believe that us as human beings, we are more than our lived experiences. I define myself as one of those, infinite possibilities. I cannot be limited by titles like most people are so obsessed about titles: advocate, doctor. Whether you stretch it to black, Christians, Muslims, colored, Indian, we allow these titles to define ourselves. And then from there on, we think in groups. What would my group say as a Christian, as black, as white? We stop connecting to a greater source, bigger than ourselves, because I believe that we all come from one place. There are certain things, there are certain values nobody teaches you. When you are born, you can't kill your mother. You can't rape. You don't need religion for that. It's basic humanity. And humanity comes from somewhere. Like in our laws, there's a certain element of phenomena that is recognized. Natural law. Some trace it from the gods. Some trace it from nature. Trace it from nature itself. I believe in that. That we are more than our definitions, our titles. And hence I can't wait for certain qualities to come back to fashion again. Respect, loyalty, punctuality, love, honesty, which is so missing nowadays. Those are so missing nowadays, you know. And being nasty has become fashionable. I mean, little things. Once you've given your word, live up to that. Once you've given your word, live up to that. But nowadays, being dishonest, it's the norm. Like we've seen programs like Bo Survivor where people are encouraged to lie, cheat, and steal, these reality shows as if it's a nice thing. But my thing is, once you've given your word, live up to that. I'm not perfect myself. And I believe that as human beings, we are greater than this physical being. We are greater than that. There is something that created us. There is something greater that put us here. And we need to connect to it. Like Jesus said, once Jesus was asked, which law should we obey the most out of the laws of Moses? Love God, love neighbor. We call them those two laws. Love God and love neighbor. Taking the first 5 laws of Moses and the last 5. The first 5 laws of Moses, they talk about God. The last 5, it's about the relationship between human beings. We call them love neighbors. So I can't wait. I really can't wait for people to look beyond this physical realm, because we are bigger than that. Socialist, communist, we are bigger than that. Nationalist, whatever title that we imposed on ourselves, on these bodies. Once a person is a lawyer, he thinks according to that practice, according to those laws and rules. I can't do this because I'm a lawyer. No. But you are greater than that. Why do you limit yourself? Why do you limit yourself to titles? Once somebody says I'm Zulu, he thinks accordingly to that culture and within those rules. But human beings are greater than that. That's why when you die, it will not matter whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, a soccer player, white, black. You go back to the spiritual world, the spiritual realm. But unfortunately, our lived experiences, we live in this world, in the physical world, where people use the physical things, the physical beings, to define others, to act out, in their normal conduct or everyday conduct. And therefore, other people respond or react on the same realm, which is unfortunate. Therefore, we miss the greatest thing, that connection, which makes us the infinite possibility people. But all in all, I can't wait for certain things to be stylish again. Respect, loyalty, punctuality. I remember there was a time I wasn't feeling well. I would give my friends a call, not wanting anything or money. Yo, I would not get a call because people think that, yo, this guy is probably depressed somewhere. Sometimes I wanted to talk to someone that I know, somebody who knows me, just to say hello. You know, when you're not in a good space, sometimes you want to talk to people who know you. But people, stuck up in their physical realm, stuff to protect, things to defend, to define, think, yo, I can't relate with this person. That's why when you meet people, they want to know, what do you do? Where are you now? So that they can decide whether to connect or not. It has nothing to do with anything else, but to categorize. People ask, where do you live? Where do you stay? You meet a partner, they ask you, the school that you went to. They want to know so that they can decide, is it good for them to connect? But that is very petty and belonging to the material world. But as a human beings, I think we're greater than that. So I respect everyone and everybody I come across. Yeah, there are moments where I can exercise prejudice, but I try to eliminate that as much as I can. Have you ever been to a robot and somebody stopped you for milliseconds? And that millisecond can decide your fate or can change your life. Irrespective whether that person gives you something or nothing, or he asks for something, but because you stopped, you paused, you've changed the course of history. Because of that, just one moment, just millisecond. Because sometimes it is milliseconds that can decide whether you make it or not. And sometimes you talk to a homeless guy at the robot, and then he will remember you. One day, this homeless guy, because people are not static, or static. You meet people, they say, hey, my man, you remember on such a year? You don't remember, but I remember. You gave me 10 rand. That 10 rand changed my life. And you look at that person at that time, you see wonders. You see God. You see the work of God. So never underestimate anyone. We are all made from the same source. We are all made out of love. Whether children made out of rape and all that, they would not have, come to our life or been alive if God didn't want them to be here, or greater powers didn't want them here. So you must always respect. Respect. It's very important. Whether you've got something to gain from that person or not, you don't know. You might not have something to gain at that particular point in time. You'll never know. This is life. This life has taught me so many things. I've seen children of wealthy businessmen becoming drivers to employees or former employees of their fathers. And then these guys, they take care of them and say, you know what? This man is the son of my former employer. I cannot just let him die. And you find the guy was very nasty at his peak. But this former employee, who is now a boss, he says, you know what? For the sake of his father, for the sake of his mom, I gotta take care of this guy, give him a room. So never underestimate anyone. We are all made out of love. We are all made from a greater source. So never underestimate. If somebody calls you, call back that person. It might be to your advantage. As I say, I don't believe when people say they are busy, they are busy. No one is ever too busy. It's just a matter of priorities. People answer to what they want to answer, to who they want to answer. People call who they want to call. People respond to who they want to respond to. No one is ever too busy. If someone tells you that he was busy, it's just not a priority. It's just not a priority. So in this industry, or this world, characterized by what we do, what we offer, what we can receive, and people start defending, according to their background, their point of departure. It is a very, 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 very unfortunate that everything that we do, it's based in this physical realm. But you don't think that there is a greater source. Human beings don't die. Human beings don't die. They just leave this physical realm. That's why when you die, you don't have eyes, you don't have heart, you don't have brains, but you can still think. You can still connect. You can still see, probably better. So we are more than this physical realm. The things that we protect, our cars, our houses, we're going to leave them one day and go to a greater being or greater source, whatever that you call it, into a greater being.